Hey everybody, welcome back to Jeff Bowl Central. It's been a while since I talked at the camera. Uh, variety, just for the sake of variety. I definitely haven't talked at the camera since COVID-19 broke out. Um, and there's only like a million videos on YouTube already about how scary it is, or how scary it's not, or how the Chinese government cooked it up, or how the American government somehow cooked it up, or how the financial whatever. You get what I'm saying. It's YouTube. If it wasn't full of sensationalized crap, it wouldn't quite be the same, would it? So I'm not really looking to add to that, but I do kind of want to talk about something that I don't really haven't really heard it discussed a whole lot. I've heard it discussed a little bit. We're very focused in and concerned, rightly so, on people who have compromised immune systems, people who have lung difficulties, breathing issues, people with diabetes, people with underlying health issues that could really, really make coronavirus serious if they caught it. So yeah, I mean, there's a reason we're focusing on that, but I haven't heard a lot of talk about what to do if you have mental illness, like how to cope, just with the change, the sheer amount of change, the sheer amount of fear. It's pretty extraordinary. It's pretty extraordinary what's going on out there, at least from a global historical socio position. Um, so I have schizophrenia. I'm schizoaffective, and one of the things that I've been noticing lately is just how bad the stigma around these things is. If I tell someone that I am schizophrenic, they're likely not to know how to take it, or in any case, to take it poorly. People get afraid of that sort of thing. I mean, because the reality is that you have delusions, you have hallucinations, you hear things that aren't there, you see things that aren't there, sometimes you smell things that aren't there, taste things that aren't there. You have thoughts that are just completely erroneous and completely out of nowhere that are very, very difficult to put away. So, I mean, I don't particularly find it all that scary, but I'm kind of used to it. Um, but the stigma about these things, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of very fear driven, and I don't know that it's only uh, the cause of film and television, just media in general, or if it's just how we view these things. But there's also kind of this idea that you can't really manage it necessarily, which is nonsense, complete nonsense. It's totally manageable. Um, I do it. I manage it. I go about my daily routine. I'm compromised as far as certain things that other people can do, but I can hold my own, I suppose. But at a time like this, such an unprecedented time, fear can really, really get the better of you, and I think even people who are quote unquote relatively sane out there, um, they're probably not even admitting how fucking scared they are. Not everybody's scared, and honestly, most of the fear, in my opinion, is overblown completely. Uh, but when you have mental illness, especially severe mental illness, these things can kind of spiral on you. You can kind of lose control of your own thoughts. You see something kind of freaky on the news. And that leads to one thought, which leads to another thought, which leads to a depression, or leads to just panic or anxiety or whatever it is, and then before you know it, the whole day's shot. So I thought I'd talk about that. I thought I'd talk about what I've been doing during this lockdown sort of thingy, and maybe I can provide a few insights for people who are also having to deal with something similar. Number one, the thing that I've done is stay busy, stay creative. I'm a creative person, so I'm plugging away, editing my latest book. I'm making YouTube videos, though. If you're a subscriber, you've probably noticed that I've slowed down a little bit. I was kind of posting every single day for a while. Now it's every other day, every 2 days. Forgive me for that. It takes me a little bit of extra time to ground myself in order to be able to create stuff for you guys. But I'm still doing it. I'm still doing it. I'm still doing my thing. A lot of recreation is nice. I play a lot of video games. That's just me. Part of that is because I like to make videos about them. Part of it is just because I'm a gamer, just a lifelong gamer. I think the most important thing that I have learned to do is to avoid the news at all costs. 24-hour news coverage of any kind is extraordinarily toxic at the best of times, let alone something like this. I know people, especially older people, who sit in front of that TV every waking moment of every single day and just absorb all of this pandemic information. And I believe in keeping up to date. I believe in knowing what's going on, being aware, knowing what precautions to take to protect yourself, to protect your family. But soaking up this raw fear, it's just not good for you. Straight the fuck up. It's not good for you. Especially if you're someone who suffers from any kind of mental illness. I think millennials are less prone to overindulge in the news than older generations are, but I think we still do it. And I think it's toxic. I think it really is. So, Jeff's tips for surviving the apocalypse. Stay busy, stay creative, stay recreational. Go outside if you can. That's been really, really helping me, getting a little bit of sunshine. If you can, unless you live in like a really, really dense city, and as soon as you walk outside, there's 30 people surrounding you. Maybe not then, but you know what I mean. A little sunlight, a little fresh air. Stay happy, stay healthy, get plenty of water, and stay away from the news. Stay away from CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, whatever equivalent you have in your country. Stay away as much as you can. Stay aware, stay up to date, but man, that shit's toxic. It just is. It just is. Again, even at the best of times. So, I don't know. I guess that's it. I guess that's all I gotta say. So, one man's opinion on YouTube. Check! I don't know what we're gonna do next for a video. Maybe I'll do a music video. Maybe I'll play like a cover song or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Not that you tune anything whatsoever to actually watch something on YouTube. Thanks for clicking in. I'll catch you next time. Like and subscribe if you are so inclined. That's it. Bye. Hey everybody, do me a favor. This is my latest novel, God's Body, Book 1, The Fall. It's an apocalyptic, horror-driven, action-driven, comedic sometimes, comic booky cool thing where these giant beings fall to Earth and pummel each other to death, and it kind of sets off World War III, the end of the world as we know it. Very exciting, very, very cool. Pick it up on Amazon. Paperback, Kindle. Ah, man. You're in for a treat. Like when the ice cream man comes. You get the Ninja Turtle pop. Ninja Turtle pop.